Hello, I'm going to teach you now the exact process for how you can make £2,000 in personal income per month doing remote freelance Google Ads management for companies. If you don't know who I am, my name is Alex North Rule, and I've been making my money for probably the last 5 years or more doing remote digital marketing, and a good proportion of that has been through Google Ads. You need to first understand that the reason Google Ads is good for remote work and for freelancing is because it's recurring revenue. If you're just focused solely on website builds, for example, as a way of making money as a freelancer, each time you complete a website project, you need to go out and find another website to build. And so if you want to maintain £2,000 a month in income, you need to have 3 or 4 websites on the go that you're finishing each month in order to keep that ball rolling. With Google Ads, you are being paid on a retainer, a monthly management fee, often based on performance. And if you are keeping your customers happy, they will stay with you for 3, 4, 6, 10 months before they say, okay, we may want to take this in-house, or we may want to stop the Google Ads for a while. And so that recurring revenue means that you can stack these clients and have a decent amount of security in the money that you're making. If you have built your website business up to the point where you're getting a decent amount of referrals, or you are pretty good on the phones and you're pretty good at making cold introductions to people, then it's relatively easy to keep that going just with website builds. If you're just starting and maybe you're not so confident with your sales ability for getting new customers, Google Ads is great because there's not really that many businesses that you can't help. So let's get into this. The way that I'm going to lay this out is I'm not going to teach you how to run Google Ads, because this video would end up being 3 hours long. If you do want me to make that video, put a comment below. But what I'm going to do is show you the maths behind cold calling and the maths behind how much money you need coming into your business account in order to take £2,000 a month personal income out, and what that actually looks like with how long you'll have to service the clients. Let's get into the cold calling, right? So when you're first starting, you're not going to have any customers. To get your first 3 customers, which you need in order to get a paid customer, you're going to have to work for free. If you've never done Google Ads for someone before, it's very unlikely that a business owner is going to pay you for Google Ads. So you find 3 business owners and you say, I will take on this work for you, and I will set the Google Ads up for you, and I will run them, and I will not charge you. All I'm looking for in return is a testimonial. If you do this 3 times, you have 3 testimonials behind you, which means that the next business owner you go to and say, hey, I can run your Google Ads for you. These 3 people are standing behind me saying, Alex did a good job. So you have to get the testimonials first. You have to work for free, or you have to be very persuasive and offer things like a money-back guarantee. And you only really want to do that in the beginning, because with Google Ads, even if you're very good, there's no guarantee that the business is actually going to make money. You can have the best ads in the world, but if the customer isn't delivering on their promises, they're not going to make that many sales. So do the first 3 customers for free. You get your testimonials, You put those on your website, and the next business owner you go to, you will have the confidence to say, please, can I do your Google ads? This is how much my monthly retainer is. To find these people in the beginning, before you have referrals coming in, you're going to have to be doing cold calling. You're probably not going to be that good at cold calling, and so you want to really hammer the phones and be calling a decent amount of people per day. Your conversion rate from cold call to customer in the beginning is going to be 0.1%, which means for every 1,000 people you call, maybe one of them becomes a customer. If you call 100 people a day, which if you set it up properly, you can get through in about 3.5 hours. That means you'll get a new customer every 10 days. And these customers aren't going to come in a regular order. Maybe the first 3 calls you make, if you're lucky, will turn into leads and one of them will become a customer. With cold calling and all sales, it's a continuous process. So your inputs are the calls that you're making, and you need to be doing those regularly. There's no point on a Friday saying, I'm going to call 500 people now. You'll burn out if you do that. If you set yourself a target of 100 a day, that means every 10 days at a 0.1% conversion rate, you're going to be getting a new customer. That's the cold calling aspect. To get 5 clients, and I'm going to explain in a second why you want 5 clients to do this particular method. To get 5 clients, you're going to need to make 5,000 calls. And so if you do 100 calls a day, that's 50 days or 10 weeks, which I don't think is that much of an effort to put in to go from not making any money with Google ads to being able to live off the money you're making from the Google ads. The reason that you want to have 5 clients is that's a reasonable amount of work for you to be doing in a month and still be able to do your sales activity so that you can top up the clients which inevitably leave. There's no way that you're going to have 100% retention with these clients. You may mess up, or they may change their budget, or they may change their strategy, or the ads aren't working. There's no way you're going to keep these clients forever. The sweet spot with Google ads in the beginning is if you're charging 10% of what they are what they're spending on ads. So that's called a media spend. The sweet spot is 10% of what they're spending. And you set yourself a minimum monthly retainer, because there is a setup to this. You have to find the client, you have to set up the Google Ads account, you have to set up the tracking on their website. This isn't easy money. It's simple, it's not easy. Set yourself a minimum retainer. £350 minimum retainer is understandable. In the beginning, you can probably do £250 as a minimum retainer. But what you want to be looking for when you're cold calling are clients which can spend £5,000 a month, so that you can charge them 10% of that at £500 retainer. The reason that you want 5 clients at £500 retainer is so that you can have £2,500 coming into your business account. There's very few expenses that you're actually going to occur with 5 clients on Google Ads. Your phone bill, maybe a laptop. But that £500 extra, we said £2,000 personal income, that £500 extra is for your tax and your expenses. If you don't think about this ahead of time, when it comes to doing your taxes, you're going to have a very bad time. I'm talking from experience there. So, where are we at so far? You need to learn Google Ads. You need to do 3 clients for free, so you get your testimonials. You then need to start doing a lot of cold calls and estimate that it's going to take you 1,000 no's before someone says, I'm going to pay you. You do 100 calls a day, and within 10 days you'll have a paid client. you stick at 100 calls a day, and you get up to 5,000 calls, you should have 5 clients. Each time you get a client, your number one focus in the beginning, and throughout really, but in the beginning, the results matter more than when you've established a name for yourself. When you've established a name for yourself, the name is carrying you more than the results that you're getting from the last client that you worked with. But in the beginning, you need to be able to prove, hey, client A spent 5,000, but they got 25,000 pounds worth of business. That's 5x ROAS. ROAS means return on ad spend. If you take those figures to the next clients, you will have an easier time getting them to pay you money for the Google ads. So, I've got the sun in my eyes. It's very nice. I'm just in Cannes at the moment. Cold calls. So you learn Google ads. You just need to know the structure of it. You get your first 3 free clients. You get results for them. You go and get your first paid client. You do 100 calls a day for 50 days. You get 5 clients. From there, it's maintaining, it's automating things, it's learning Google ads deeper. What else can I add? Site extensions. Then you start moving into landing pages. How can I make a landing page on the client's website that converts twice as well as their existing landing pages? If a landing page is converting twice as well, you get twice the results for the same amount of ad spend. And that is how you keep customers for a long period of time, is you keep demonstrating month on month, 1, that they're making money, and 2, that you are improving the work that you're doing. So you're improving the click-through rate on the ads. We tried these 2 different variations of ads, and people wanted to click on this ad more than they wanted to click on this ad. We've updated your landing page. Now this landing page converts twice as well as this landing page. There's millions of ways that you can improve a Google Ads account. There's millions of ways that you can get more efficient at creating the campaigns, at optimizing their campaigns, at cold calling and getting new customers. 5 clients at £500 a month is really just the beginning, and this is where you have enough money coming in that you can do this full time and work on improving your process. If you want a video on anything more specific to do with this, tell me in the comments exactly what you want to know, and if I know it, I will make a video for it. If you like this kind of content, please like the video, and if you want to see more of my videos, I'm currently moving from freelancer to agency owner, and I'm tracking this progress. I've made a whole playlist on this. Give that a watch. It may be inspiring. You may hate it. I don't really care. I'm doing it for... Well, I don't care if you don't like it. I like it. Thanks. I'm Alex Northrall. Thanks for watching.